Welcome everybody. So, I'm going to be talking about Golem and Graveler. These guys are super sick now. Most important changes to sum them up. Massive boost to speed, amazing new move pool, including stuff like Shell Smash. Uh, Sturdy Shell Smash is great, and then Headstrong prevents recoil. That's the very short summary of it. But of course, it's a lot more in depth than that, as always. So, this music's kind of quiet, isn't it? It's probably fine. Yeah, I'll just leave it. I think it's fine. Back on topic. Sorry. So also something that's important to mention is that Graveler is genuinely an Eviolite viable Pokemon. Um, you can totally run a Violet Graveler, and it's a great mon. It's much bulkier than Golem, with only 10 less HP, 20 less defense, and 25 less BDF. But of course, with the Violet, that becomes superior. And he's pretty quick too, and he's pretty strong. He's only 10 points weaker. So that's awesome. And then you actually have a different ability. So the pre-evolutions have access to Rough Skin, which is obviously a really useful ability for them, and it fits very nicely. I keep looking at their designs. And that's just a super nice defensive option. You know, you can run that with Rock the Helmet, or you can run that with Violet, whatever you want to do, and you can really punish the opponent, especially with all the new multi-hit moves as well. It's a very nice thing to have for sure. Again, with infinite ability capsules, you can always just use Rough Skin when it's beneficial, use Sturdy when it's beneficial. You can tailor your ability for specific situations. Same goes for your EV spread. So for example, if you want to run a speedier set, you can do that. You want to run a bulkier set, you could do that. And you can always change that depending on the fight. So that's really awesome. And yes, they do have access to a lot of really cool stuff. So God, it's really fun. So yes, they are faster, right? Now that might seem weird, but if you check it out, and you read the dex descriptions, they talk about how they roll around at high speeds and they're just super quick when they roll around, they tumble around. That's what Graveler and especially Golem are known for, is rolling around. So I think that, you know, here it says it tumbles and stuff. Obviously here it says, like, okay, for example, a slow walker, it rolls to move, it pays no attention to any object that happens to be in its path. It travels by rolling on mountain paths. If it gains too much speed, it stops rolling at the huge rocks, etc. There's also stuff here about like they learn Steamroller naturally, which really does imply that they should be pretty fast. Obviously, I gave more Mons Steamroller, Mons that like can roll around and shit. Steamroller is also naturally buff. Steamroller is 100 base power, 30% chance to flinch, 100% accurate, and it gives a +1 speed boost, which is really great. You also have Rapid Spin, which is 50 base power +2 speed, which is really nice for earlier in the game. Once you evolve into Grav, I didn't give it that early on because it doesn't really make sense for Geodude to have Rapid Spin or Accelerock, but of course it makes a lot of sense for Graveler and Golem. So they have a great priority with Accelerock and also Sucker Punch and First Impression. Oh no, Sucker, really? I didn't give them Sucker? Dude, I definitely gave them Sucker and Fouls. There's no way I didn't. There's no way I didn't. It's probably just a typo. No way, right? Where's Sucker? Hold on. Excuse me, everybody. I just need to find. Yeah, Sucker Punch. That's just a typo again. Oof, man. All right, let's just put that. Chronologically, that goes after Rock Slide. And I just gotta move the other ones up. Oh god, I have to. Ugh, hold on. Oh my god. Really? There we go. And now I can type in Sucker Punch. What the fuck just happened? Oh, oh lord, that's not good. Delete all that. Sorry, everybody. I should be doing this live, but I just really want to do it now. Okay. Back on top of this, I do have priority with First Impression and Sucker Punch and Accelerock. So you can also use that. But 65 base speed is pretty solid, especially with the speed boosting item like a Scarf. That's a great speed tier for a Scarf. That's also. Looks like I just heard something. Sorry. It's great speed tier for Scarf. Also great for stuff like Shell Smash and Rock Polish. Rock Polish is also buffed, that it gives you an accuracy boost as well. So you can use like Stone Edge, Megaton Kick, which are both essentially 120 base power. Obviously, Stone Edge is 80, 90 base power, always crits. Megaton Kick has 90% accuracy. So both of those are 90% accurate. Of course, with a Rock Polish boost, those won't miss. And those are both effectively 120 base power. Great moves right there. Those are really all for your inaccurate moves. Then you of course have Precipice Blades, which is really strong. Precipice Blades is 130 base power, I believe, as opposed to 120 now. because Megaton Kick is 120, but it's 85% accurate. So basically, Megaton Kick is 10 base power weaker, but 5% more accurate than Precipice Blades. But Precipice Blades have the 30% burn rate, while Megaton Kick has a 30% flinch rate. So that's really cool. So that's awesome. Let's give it Rock Polish. Of course, Shell Smash is incredible. Shell Smash is great with Sturdy. Sturdy is just a nice to have in general. Sturdy works really well with Dragon Dance. That's also another weird move I gave them. I think it fits. I should probably give that to only Golem only. I didn't realize. Because he's like vaguely reptilian, and so, you know, I've been a lot more generous with Dragon Dance, and also I think it's just really cool. So, you know, they're dragony enough. It's fine. They are reptilian, so yeah. And I'll probably outrage to there. Why not? Who cares? It's not really a big deal, anyways. But there. Man, they have so much awesome stuff. So yeah, 95 base speed, incredible speed tier with or without speed boosting items. If you run Rock Polish, you don't have to run any speed investment. You are very fast on your own. Choice Scarf is incredible. Priority is incredible. You can also just outspeed stuff naturally. So if you go check out the speed tier guide, also, yes, you can check out all of these changes. The vast majority of moves are buffed and changed, and there's like 28 plus custom new abilities and all kinds of awesome stuff that you can check out. So you can look at all that in the description below. And yeah, if you check here, 95 speed, I have to update him actually. I just changed this before I recorded. He was 90 speed before, but changed it to 95. Put this at 12 mons. Oh my god. Thank you. And I already said I have to move all these down one. This is going to be tedious. I'll just talk while I do it. So, yeah, he just has really awesome buffs as a whole. He's just, I mean, he actually is just as strong as he was 120 attack. But yeah, what you're going to be doing, basically, a Violite Graveler is much bulkier and has rough skin, while Golem is much more offensive and faster, and has Headstrong instead. And Headstrong, of course, prevents recoil, so your recoil moves are really strong. You have, God, it's really strong actually. So for recoil, you have by TM, excuse me, you have Wild Charge, Takedown, and Rock Climb, all of which are 110 base power moves that will deal 0 recoil with Headstrong. I don't know. It's really hard for me to multitask if you can't tell. I'm trying to do it while I move these little pictures around, but yeah. Marowak is there. Then Jinx. Okay. So, gosh, I cannot multitask. Good life at me. I'm just gonna get this done before I try to talk because I don't want to waste my breath just saying nothing. Kingdra should be at the end. Polytoad. Oh my god. This dex order doesn't matter exactly. Like, they don't have to get it down to a T. I'm sure nobody even cares. But I like putting them in dex order just because. Not always though. Okay, we're good. So yeah, Headstrong. So of course you have those 110 base power moves without recoil. Of course, you do have access to buffed Shell Bell, which heals by 20% now. So that actually does bypass the recoil anyways. So it's a little bit redundant, but you know, it's basically like a built-in Shell Bell, which is awesome for recoil moves only. So yeah, Rock Climb, Takedown, Wild Charge. You also have Double Edge and Head Smash and Headlong Rush. Those are the really impressive ones. So Double Edge is just, you know, nice, strong, normal type neutral coverage, 125 base power, 50% chance to drop defense. All of those other moves also have good additional effects. You can check those out in the description. But yeah, so with the really strong stuff, you have Submission, Head Smash, and Headlong Rush. So Submission is a 150 base power. Basically, those three moves, excuse me, Submission, Head Smash, and Headlong Rush, those are 3 moves that are all 150 base power, 100% accurate. They give 25% recoil, and they drop your defenses by 1. So essentially, what am I trying to say? Essentially, you have Submission for fighting type coverage as well as Takedown. Takedown is weaker than Submission, but Takedown doesn't drop your defenses by 1, because obviously Headstrong does not prevent that. Headstrong only prevents the recoil damage. So you got Submission there, and you have Head Smash and Headlong Rush for 150 base power dual stab that deals 0 recoil. So that's amazing on like Shell Smash sets, dude. With Headstrong, if you can get it off safely, go for it. Otherwise, I would be running Sturdy for the reliable Shell Smash, of course. And of course, there are also tons of new moves that bypass Sturdy. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still a really useful ability to have. Still a great ability. Tons of great new coverage. I mean, you got the Takedown, you get the Submission, you got the Close Combat, Drain Punch, Power Up Punch, you got Shadow Punch, Sucker Punch, and Headbutt, Health Thrust, First Impression, Lunge, Blaze Kick, all kinds of new stuff. Again, I said you have Accelerock and Rapid Spin for boosting speed or for priority. Yeah, there's really not too much else to cover, actually. I mean, Steamroller is a great move, boost your speed. Again, you can really run like bulky sets. You also have Set Amend for reliable recovery on Graveler and Golem. So Set Amend is a rock type recover that heals 2/3 under the sand. So that's really, really great for like a lot of Pokemon. In this case, of course, they do get a special defense boost in sand. So like Graveler in the sand, Violet, Rough Skin, Set Amend, it's super, super tanky. And you can heal up as they take damage from Rough Skin. That's really nice. And also the Sand Chip as well. So you're getting Sand Chip, you're getting the Rough Skin recoil, and then you're set amend spamming to heal up. It's really good. Offensive sets are great. Obviously, Graveler can still run all these offensive sets. The only difference is that Graveler doesn't get Dragon Dance or Shell Smash, which is a kind of a big deal. But it's a different mon. It plays differently. You're not going to be setting up that way. You still do have stuff like, I believe I gave them Swords Dance. Yes. So you still do have Swords Dance plus a Accelerock. You still do have Bulk Up and a Violet. You still do have rock polish, so you still have good stuff on Graveler. It's just, no Shell Smash, no Dragon Dance, because obviously those don't make sense on Graveler. Other really awesome stuff. You have really strong Rock Stabs. I already covered Stone Edge and Head Smash. Also, Rock Wrecker is earlier. Rock Wrecker is 150 base power move that drops your attack by 2 now instead of recharge. A lot of new moves do that same effect. It's really awesome. You can go check that out in the description as well. There's like at least one move for every type for the most part that does that. Typically 2, actually, ideally, but usually just 1. What am I trying to say here? Yeah, Rock Smash is great. Rock Smash is 85 base power, -1 defense, so that works like Lunge, and that looks like Lunge, but it's Rock type instead of a Bug type. So that's really nice to have. Of course, like U-Turn, Parting Shot is all good utility as well, especially Parting Shot of Violet Graveler with Rough Skin. Super tanky, man. Super good. Tanky mon, you can run that as a defensive and offensive tank. Of course, Golem is faster, so that's really just the trade you're making. You're saying, do I want speed or do I want bulk? Do I want Rough Skin or do I want Headstrong? My recommendation is not to evolve until you have to, because especially if you're doing a Hardcore Nuzlocke. If you're not doing a Hardcore Nuzlocke, do whatever you want. Did I not get the Draco Jet? Oh, they should have Draco Jet. Yeah, if also, yeah, I did do these changes a while ago. These Kanto changes are months old at this point. I just never recorded videos for these ones because I didn't start recording until I got the Cloister. So I've been catching up. Actually, Draco Jet only on Golem though. Just a nice priority option if you deleted a Accelerock, or if there's a dragon type of money that you need to hit super effectively or something. I don't know. It's niche, but it's just nice to have. Not on Graveler though, of course. So yeah, Graveler. Also, I just like Graveler's design a lot. I think he's almost kind of cooler than Golem in some ways. I like Golem too, but Graveler's pretty fucking dope. I just like this rock monster with 4 arms. It's cool looking. Yeah, I don't know. He's just a lot tankier than Golem is, but he's slower and slightly less strong, and he doesn't have access to Shell Smash or Dragon Dance. But those are really the only differences. Of course, then you have Rough Skin and Headstrong. It's just a nice little choice. You get to choose which one do you want to use. It's up to you. Both are good. Both are very good. And that's why I evolved with Gem, by the way. All these ones that evolve with Gems are either branched evolutions or a viable Pokemon that I didn't want to be spamming evolve every level. So that's really nice. Yeah, tons of good coverage moves. Great priority, great setup. I mean, Shell Smash is incredible. Like, dude, just sturdy Shell Smash plus Head Smash, Headlong Rush Submission. Not sturdy, excuse me, that would not work. You would kill yourself. Sturdy Shell Smash is great with other stuff. Rock Polish Sturdy is incredible. Earlier in the game, Rock Polish Sturdy plus Precipice Blades plus Stone Edge plus some other inaccurate move like Gunk Shot or Zen Headbutt or Health Thrust. Those aren't all very inaccurate. Those are only 95. Zen Headbutt, Health Thrust, and Blaze Kick are 95% accurate. Gunk Shot is 90%. Mega Sun Kick, Stone Edge are 90%. Precipice Blades is the only move you have that's below 90, which is 85. All of them are. The rest of your moves are all 90% accurate, so or lower or higher. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. There's not too much else to talk about. It's just a really fucking solid line. Of course, Graveler is stronger, more HP because he's pretty fucking big. He's actually like almost the same size as Golem, so that's why I gave him more HP. More speed, not nearly as fast as Golem because Golem really rolls around super fast, but Graveler, still rolls around pretty quickly. So 65 speed is pretty fair. And then Geodude obviously can't roll that much with the arms, so he just has shitty speed. But he is pretty strong for early game. Just a nice early game mon. So yeah, I think that's honestly about it. Just solid months here. Really, really fucking cool and fun changes for them. Smackdown is great. Smackdown is 80 base power. That's good with like Earthquake and other ground moves. Seismic Fist. I did give them that. Yeah, I did. Seismic Fist, Stomping Tantrum, Headlong Rush, Precipice Blaze. That's good with SmackDown. Heavy Slam also has the same effect now. So Heavy Slam and SmackDown both inflict that grounding effect, which is cool. Gyro Ball is pretty cool. Withdraw is very useful. That's also only on Golem, I didn't mention. So it would be very good on a Violite Graveler, but it's okay. You still have Iron Defense on a Violite Graveler. Withdraw doesn't make any sense because obviously he has no shell to recoil into. Retract into, excuse me. I think recoil might be accurate as well, but also stuff like Skull Bash is sick. Skull Bash is just Skull Bash essentially gives you a coil boost now, so you get +1 defense, then you get +1 attack and accuracy on that second turn, which is awesome. Yeah, not too much else to talk about. I think I covered everything. So thank you for listening. If you found this type of change interesting, if this thing seems appealing to you, if you overall like this change and you want to see more like it, you can check out the description, look at all the other changes. You can watch my other videos, check those out. You can feel free to join my Discord server. You can talk to me in there. You can talk to other people in there. You can download my other old hack in there. All I ask in return is that you do subscribe if you listened this far. That would be very helpful for me. If you have listened this far, if you aren't subscribed already, of course. Also, dropping a like, leaving a comment, that kind of stuff does help with the algorithm. So I would appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll be back for more. Bye, everyone.